James, man. I'm back in the building. See it right there. Nightlife. See it. Subject of the day is Brock Purdy. The Purdy pumpkin. This is what I call it because I feel like the Cinderella thing is about to end. The pumpkin's about to show. And Dallas is about to surprise. I say it with confidence. I have no choice to say it with confidence because I believe everything that you've seen, the supposed Brock Purdy, he's supposed to be the guy now. But, I did some checking up on Brock Purdy. When he was in school, was it Iowa State, I believe? He wasn't a starter. The starter went down, then the backup. He was like third string over there too. Not hating. And then it's the same way in the NFL. Nobody believes in you. Like everybody's missing where you're supposed to be. I don't believe that. There was a reason why he was drafted in the 7th round over Mr. Irrelevant. I'm not taking away from the story and the way he's playing. But at Iowa State, you had the same issue. You came in the NFL. Everybody always underestimating you. So there's got to be some kind of flaw in your game. You feel me? And when you have a great defense, when you have a strong running game and Christian McCaffrey, when you have guys like a Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittles, those type of guys that can make the game easy for you, it makes you look like you're a really good quarterback and you're cool under pressure and you can do all these things. But we got to see a defense that can really bring it to them, and some defenses that had adequate fronts. Arizona, they had a decent front, I believe. Didn't they have some? J.J. Watt, didn't he get a couple sacks, I believe, in the last couple games? They got like 3 sacks. You played Miami, even though y'all beat up Miami. Miami's got a decent little defense up front. They got 3 sacks. He's been sacked 11 times in 6 games. I think Washington put 3 on you. So you can sack him. 4 interceptions, 16 TDs, 4 interceptions. I'll post the stats. You'll see them. They'll come up here. You'll be able to look at them, pause it, and look at those stats on Brock Purdy. And this win streak, I also looked at the teams he played in that win streak. Miami, yeah, they went to the playoffs. Miami was a surprise team. Tampa Bay wasn't good. He blew them out. They weren't a good team anyway. They went into the playoffs under $500, matched them. Washington, we saw what they were. They were running in it, but we knew Washington wasn't going to be a good team. Who else? Seattle, they surprised. They surprised a lot of people. Nobody thought Geno Smith, so Arizona, they were already cooked. So a lot of the teams you play weren't like top tier teams. So it does sound like maybe I'm taking away from Brock Purdy, but I'm really not. But I'm just showing the big picture of why Dallas can beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got a great defense. You got Bosa, Greenlaw, Fred Warner. They got those guys. We saw Bosa and did to them last year. You have Fanaluga, I don't know the name, the safety out there. I know him, but maybe I should know more, but I ain't followed you like that. I mean, just keep it real. I ain't followed your Niners like that. I ain't followed your players. I ain't followed none of your team like that. If I'm just keeping it all the way real, so I'm not going to sit there and make up all this stuff about the 49ers like I follow them. I don't follow the Niners. I don't care what they do. That's just straight up. I just named you the people and some things I know about them. I watched some tape on them. I need to watch more, but from the outside looking in and just looking at from what I've seen, they had that same defense last year. Dallas had how many penalties in that game, remember? 14, they said. We played like trash, and we still had a chance to win. Still were able to come back. That offense could have blew Dallas out that game, and it didn't. Dallas defense held them down in that game, even with them playing like trash. And Dallas is coming into San Francisco this year. And there ain't that pressure. I'm going to keep it real. So if they were playing at home, it would have been a whole lot of pressure, and I think been a whole lot of pressure. And I think maybe they wouldn't have played as good against Tampa Bay. Not saying they weren't the better team, but they wouldn't have played as good because that pressure, everybody all back on the. That's why it was perfect for them to go on the road. I said this is road warriors. Just like when the Giants had that 07 year when they go on the road and and nobody thought they were going to do it the improbable. This could be the Cowboys for real. I'm not even drinking the Kool-Aid right now. I told you I'm drinking it after 2 games. You beat the Niners, which I think you are. I'm drinking Kool-Aid. So after that, I don't care what anybody says about me because I'm drinking hella Kool-Aid. I don't care what flavor the shit is. I'm drinking Kool-Aid, and you're not going to tell me. You can call me whatever you want. I don't give a hell. I told y'all exactly what I was going to do this year, and I've done it. Stay true to it. I ain't drinking no damn Kool-Aid this year for this team. I mean, keeping it real. Stats, everything. I had no highs and lows except the last game with Washington because I don't like that team. Now, when we talking about the playoffs, yeah, if they beat Tampa, that's you slay the dragon. You beat Tom Brady. I'm get him out of here. Now your next game, you go into San Francisco and bring Brock Purdy. And here's the thing, I don't believe in him. I'm sorry. I don't believe in his story. I don't believe in nothing he's doing. Sorry. And if he goes on to be great, I'll say, hey, I was totally wrong, but I ain't saying that. I don't believe it. I just believe you got a great defense. I believe you got a good running game, and I believe Dallas has a good enough defense to stop that. And I just believe you not going to keep doing it. And I said it in that Seattle game when you played them on Monday night, whatever, that's eventually going to run out. You're not going to be able to do all that. And this is where it's going to stop. And everybody's going to say it's not going to stop McCaffrey. And this is what's going to happen. I believe y'all going to go turn up early. But Dallas going to weather the storm. I feel like Dallas ain't going to come out crazy. I feel like we're going to play. We're going to come back in this one. I feel like we're going to come back in this one. Maybe I could be totally wrong. We could jump out on you early, but no, I feel like y'all going to jump out early. And that everybody going to be screaming the Purdy magic. He going to probably start his first drive and come out and take them down the field and score. And they're going to be all geeked up and stuff. But we're going to weather the storm. We're going to weather the storm. This is where Mike McCarthy's going to show his coaching. We're going to weather the storm. And that defense going to get some turnovers. It's going to get a big strip sack from them. It's going to be like in the third quarter, and they're going to need some big plays. All you got to do is put that defense on him and make sure he got to throw them the ball and make him think. You feel me? Put that defense on him, Dan Quinn. Dial it up. You got guys that you can move around. You got a lot of pieces on this defense, especially in that secondary to confuse him, put pressure on him. Michael Parsons, feel me? LVE is back. You see how Big Hank had to play that middle, you know what I mean? DeMarcus Lawrence. You got a nice rotation in Fowler, Armstrong Jr. You got a nice rotation that Tack's still around there. You know what I mean? Osa was playing. I mean, you got a nice little rotation. Damone Clark, who knows? He was a mad scientist that last game. Xavier Rhodes is in there. He could counteract. You know, we know he's older, but he can counteract with veteran leadership. You can do a lot of things. He could be real tricky and confuse this dude. This is the thing that, to me, Dan Quinn, because you just about to get interviewed with Indianapolis and Denver. You might be leaving for a job. Bro, this is what I say. If you're leaving, go ahead and go. It's all good. But my thing is showing your resume what you can do. So coach your ass off. This is a perfect game. This is a perfect game, Dan Quinn, to turn up in this game. If you're trying to leave and go somewhere else, which I think you is, coach, show them. Go crazy in this game. Go crazy with this defense. Make it for Dallas's benefit. So you get a job to look at you like, yeah, this is why we want to hire him. So show that in this game against San Francisco. You got a lot of guys that you can move around in that secondary. A lot of guys in that secondary, older and younger. Even with you losing Jordan Lewis and Anthony Brown, you still got a lot of guys you can tinker with, especially when you got that secret weapon and that X factor in Izzy Mukambo, because he can go both ways as far as corner and safety, and then you still got Marquise Bell. You feel me? Even though he's young, he's athletic. You feel me? We got big athletic guys that can play. Saw Izzy playing this slot. We got Deron Blank can play slot. You got guys you can move around. So you can really freak that and make it happen. And yes, they got that defense, but I feel like that the Cowboys do what they supposed to do. I'm sorry, I ain't hating on no Zeke Elliott. I think he's more of a closer now. This is a heavy Tony Pollard game to me again. Tony Pollard, he's got to open this game up. This can't be no one we running, Z 2 yards, 3. No, we need explosiveness. That's why that offense opened up against Tampa Bay. You saw the explosiveness with Tony Pollard when he I caught it in the very beginning of the daggone game. Get him on the outs. Get him on them sweeps. Get him on them toss sweeps. Get him out there early. I was saying at the very beginning of this game, even before the game, get him out there early and toss sweeps. Get Tony Pollard going. Because when he gets going, he gets his offense going like, I ain't saying as Tony Pollard goes, the offense goes, but when he comes in there turning up very early in the game and start getting those big chunks of yards, the offense seems to just get a little life. You know what I'm saying? It really starts getting going and getting a mojo, and you can really get in that thing. So when you're talking about the running game need to be established with Tony Pollard. Period. You can sprinkle Zeke. Ain't nothing wrong with sprinkling Zeke and getting him in there, but it got to be starting off with Tony Pollard and got to be heavy Pollard. The same way they got Christian McCaffrey, who's a dynamic back, can catch out the backfield. He has the speed. He has that second level gear that once he gets in the outside, he's shifty. That's why you like him in there. He can run in there strong. That's why you like McCaffrey. I feel like Tony Pollard brings those elements, and those elements need to be shown in that game because it's only going to help Dak Prescott play better if you can really highlight that. If you go in there trying to heavily feature Ezekiel Elliott in this game, it's going to mess it up in my opinion, and it's not going to work. You need to feature Tony Pollard, get it to that guy. CeeDee Lamb, hit him early on some good crossing patterns. You feel me? Just get him the ball early, get his head in the game. Dalton Schultz is another guy who's going to turn up. I said before that game in Tampa Bay, he was going to have a big game. He did. And I think this might be another game where he can be sneaky underneath. And T.Y. Hilton, let's hit him deep. I think we can hit T.Y. Hilton deep I think we can hit a T.Y. Hilton on one of those. So I think we need to finally get him in the end zone. And just playing no hero ball. Trevor Diggs, all right, this is my call to you, dog. We know that what you do in the coverage, and it's great. But you got to tackle, bro. That's been bothering me since college. And I've been saying it since you came in the league. It's bothered me. I don't like it, and I hope it changes. Because this is a game, I feel like they're going to exploit that. They've seen it. They're going to come after you. They're going to attack you. You're really going to have to step up in your head and say, I got to make them plays. That shoulder tackling is not going to work. That diving like this and, barely wrapping and trying to look at the guy and then dive. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work against these guys. They're going to exploit that. And you gotta bring it. And if you bring it, the game's going to be won. If you come in there and bring it like you really ready to tackle in this game and being physical, Trevor Diggs, for one game, I don't care. Do it for one game. It'll make the whole difference in the game. I mean, you heard Michael Parsons even said, what? 7 made that tackle? Oh, I'm just playing. I mean that. Your own teammates said, bro. So it's not like it's a secret. It's not nobody putting you on blast from here. Your own teammates. I heard Michael Parsons say it like weeks ago in the game. What? 7 made that tackle? Oh, I ain't trying to hate, but yeah, he said it. So the team believes it the same way. So get your butt in there, in my opinion, tackle. If you go in there and tackle, it's going to be a different game. You know what I mean? We know you can lock them up, but you got to play a physical game against Debo. You got to really step up and take that challenge against him. Or whoever you go against. It's got to be a physical game from a Trevor Diggs from that standpoint. Because if you play like that, the game is going to be easier for the defense, period. And the defense is really going to show because this ain't going to be Tampa Bay. This isn't Tom Brady, 45 years old, throwing the ball in the dirt. I ain't giving no kind of props to Brock Purdy like that. But he is agile. He's young. He's going to be a little excited. He's probably, you flush him out the pocket. He's going to get maybe a first down run and be doing all that. I know what he's going to do. You feel me? Weather that storm, dog. That's the motto to me. Weather the damn storm. Weather the storm. We weather the storm because it's going to be a storm early in this game. I really feel like we weather that storm. They're probably going to come out hyped. They're going to come out early hype. They might get an early touchdown, 7-0. Maybe we get a 3 and out that weather the storm. It's going to be okay. This is what is going to happen. If you start seeing it happen like that, Dallas is going to win this. I don't feel like this is going to be one of them gates where we get on them and get on them and get on them. It's going to be a dogfight, but we're going to climb back into this and win it in dramatic kind of fashion. I feel it. I'm going to stay with that feeling. I'll just go with it. If it happens to be wrong, oh well, I'm going with that feeling. So, in closing, don't want to hold you too long. I ain't saying it's our time to get to a Super Bowl, but I am saying that I do believe they're going to beat the Niners. I feel it. I think they definitely, I say I think because I don't know the future. That's the only reason why I say I think, because I can't read the future. But I believe they're going to beat the Niners. It's going to be role reversals. They have the team to beat them. This isn't no impenetrable and indestructible team. Yeah, they're on, 10-game win streak. Yeah, all these great things are going for them. Yeah, they got the rookie sensation, Brock Purdy. All the air going to be at home. They out physical us. We know what they did. I hear all that. don't mean nothing. You're going down. I don't know if it's going to be Eagles Cowboys in that finals, but it definitely should. I'm calling for that. I asked for Tampa, Niners, Eagles. I asked for that weeks ago before the schedule was even started with the playoffs. I asked for that. The football guys listened to me. They listened to what I said. I asked for that, football guys, and they gave me that. Bucks, Niners, Eagles. That's what I asked for. Go check the tape. And he's giving it what I asked for. So why can't we take it? It's only right. And on the road. Makes it even better. I want the Eagles. I want these Niners. But I want them Eagles too. And I want the Jalen Hurts matchup to happen. Because it happened in the regular season. I want all that talk to stop. MVPs and all that. I want all that talk to stop. And let's see what's really going on. But that's my 2 cents on it. Appreciate y'all. Big Game James. Thank you for tuning in. Give it a like, share, all that good stuff. Rewind it, check all that. It's Cowboys time, at least for this game against these Niners. And I'm definitely going to have a big batch of Kool-Aid. We win this game. Big Game James. I'm out. Peace.